Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore. I am JC and I have stepped down the plant. We used to be up at this level up here and this is the new level. It's down 2 blocks? 3 blocks. I don't remember, 3 blocks down from where we were. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try to mine this out without putting in too many more blocks, because what I want to do is I want to probably take this row right here out and put it into concrete blocks to start making a ramp down. So we're just going to start digging and see what we get. I've also separated out over here, so we have mini wash plants doing diamonds and rubies. This here is a storage for everything that we've done before. This is the storage we're doing for the single day. And it's all platformed up so we can get to it easy enough. I had a little mishap in setting this up. The wash plant was stuck back one, and then I moved it back out to where it should be, so which moved all this stuff, and then I had dirt everywhere out here. As you can see, it piled all the way down there. It was just a disaster. It took me like an hour to clean it up. So we got everything moved, and we're just going to continue digging here. I didn't get any comments on the last one, so I just went with my own decision and did it this way. Hope everybody doesn't mind. I do like this map. I want to continue on it. I think what we're going to do though is we're going to dig out this iron at this level, maybe go back a little further, get a little bit of the pay dirt, and then start digging down. I want to get to some gravels too, not just mine iron and pay dirt. I want to maybe get into a tunneling scenario where we go down and start doing some tunneling. And if we do that, we might be using dump trucks. I might set up some sort of conveyor system. I haven't fully decided yet, because the tunnelers really don't hold that much. And the way they changed the conveyors from what they used to be, you used to be able to dump on top of them and it worked, but it doesn't seem to work the same now. Sorry, I had to mute my mic for a second. I had a sneeze coming on. So anyways, we're just to do this back here, and then we're going to decide to keep going and go through the mountain, or to tunnel down. I kind of like the idea of tunneling down, you know, stair-stepping it down, making it deeper. The plant will stay here. And then I also need to decide how wide we want to go for doing that. I mean, it's a lot of work when you start putting in concrete blocks and steel mesh and all that stuff. I dug down too deep right there. I'm going to have to put some more boards in to take back out later, I guess. I try to keep it level, but just, I don't know, sometimes it's hard. And that comes to my next thing. Should we upgrade to the bigger loader? I'm thinking if we do, and we're just going straight back for now, that if we go with this one, we'll be alright. I mean, we could go to this one. This one's 28 yards, basically 2,000 power, and this one's 62 yards with 4,000 power. So I kind of like this idea, but I don't think I want to jump up to the biggest one right away. This would be the next progression from what we have right now, which is this one here. So, something to think about. I'm not sure I'm going to do it on this episode. Maybe the next one. If we're going down to any length, I want to get the biggest one, though. The second biggest one doesn't have power to come up and down hills with full loads. It's so slow. So I figure we'll, I don't know, dig for 20 or so minutes and see what we get after that, whether we want to keep going or not. I'd like to have at least 1,000 gold bars to sell. I don't know if this gold's too high. There's a little bit of gold and lithium and stuff like that around the edges, but most of this is iron. So unless we get a bunch of pay dirt coming through here, I don't think that's feasible for 20 minutes. I mean, it's possible though. Alright, I'm going to put some boards in. It's digging down too much for my liking. If we're not actually digging down yet. So let me get this down, pull this back, we'll board up the next area. I got 6 left, so I'm just going to buy some. We have money, it's fine. Wood and flooring, let's go with 100. Why am I having problems? There we go. And, I mean, we have enough money for a while. 1, 2. Yeah, I'll probably use all 100 of them too. And I'm looking at how much we've done. I hate it when I misclick. It changes like so quick too, like when you're moving. You'll be in the right spot and then boom, you'll be in the wrong spot. Is anybody watching the gold mining simulator series I got going on too? Something else I started. I'm kind of liking getting back into that a little bit because I know that here this next year they're going to be doing gold mining simulator 2. I think everybody will enjoy that one. They've changed quite a bit from looking at the trailer of what's feasible and what's not, which is kind of nice. I mean, change is good. If you have the same thing over and over and over again, you get bored with it. I mean, I have probably $2 million in oil sitting over there ready to sell if we need it. I mean, I kind of don't want to use that for day-to-day business unless I have to. Because, I mean, it's kind of cheating. It's like an exploit you can use, because most people aren't going to fill them up into a water tank or a diesel tank or a fuel tank or whatever. They're going to refine it and do something else with it and have it go into production line or something, and they don't stockpile it. Unless they're trying to get stuff for making plastics, stuff like that, which I haven't even got yet. I'm going to need some furnaces for that or smelters for that. I'm trying to keep it nice and flat if I can. That way I don't need to use any more wooden boards, floors. I wonder how many scoops that is so far. That's the other thing too, if we go with a bigger excavator, we'll be able to mine more in a shorter amount of time. So I mean, in a way, it's kind of helping us out to begin with. I don't know. I just haven't fully decided yet what I want to do. And I kind of want to, because I'll mine more, but then again, if I mine more, the series goes faster. Because I mean, at some point, you're doing the same thing, like I said, over and over again. So, I think that's part of the reason why I wanted to ramp down, because it's something different we've been doing. We've just been digging into the side of this hill so far for, what, 5 episodes now? I guess I took one off to set up the plant. Tell me what you guys would like to see in the series. I know that most YouTubers don't like suggestions on games, but I'm willing for that too. I mean, I may not always do those, but I need to pause for 1 second here. I forgot that I was still in Discord. I don't want to make sure my friend didn't come in and start talking while I'm in the middle of the recording. Little pay dirt there, that's good. Yeah, I think I am going to dig back and then start digging down. Maybe we'll go down a couple layers and then keep going across. I don't know how deep it is on the other side of this mountain. Let's actually run up there and find out if it goes down the same distance as it comes up. Ooh, there's a hole there. Gotta be careful not to fall through. There's another section right here or something. What is this? This is coal. And this is probably coal too. I mean, that's something else we could do. We could stair step up and then just take out the whole entire top of this mountain and go down. That's a lot of work though, man. That's a lot of work. Yeah, this definitely does not go down as far, I don't think. Let's see, where are we at down there? And the angle we're at, going that way. So yeah, we'd be tunneling forever to get to the other end. Alright, that's not a good idea then. Let's just go ahead and drive this and keep going. We'll probably do some tunneling then and see what we can do for maybe getting to some gravels. So we are getting more rubies than diamonds so far with the pay dirt. So I set up 4 of those mini wash plants doing rubies and 2 doing diamonds. And was able to put everything in there that we've gotten so far. Including the stuff that I dug out to make this platform. So how's everyone's weekend? Hope it was good. This is actually going to be coming out on Monday, I believe. Yeah, this will come out on Monday. So I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, had a good time. I took a day off from work. Still not feeling well. But not so bad I can't sit here and play a game for an hour or 2. So we've got about what? If one of those squares is 2 meters, because it says 2 by 2, or no, that'd be 1 meter for that. So we've gone back like I put in 2 already, so we've gone back like 4 meters so far. That's not too bad. Since we're using the 11, which is, I mean, it's alright, but nothing special. This would be a great machine for like a small mom and pop mine, not like a big industrial one. I think a big industrial one, you'd have to go with one of the 2 bigger ones. I love it when they leave the floors in the game. Like, that should never happen in any game. I don't know why they can't figure out how to, have that just fall. In fact, when you played 7 Days to Die, if you cut out everything underneath of a structure or whatever, it would fall. They could do the same thing here. Like, if there's nothing underneath of it, let it fall. So we used to dig all the way down to, I guess it would be bedrock. It's where you couldn't dig anymore in 7 Days to Die. And then we'd dig across the ground. And we'd do like 2 meters up so you could walk under it. But you had to be careful, because if you walked under the wrong spot and it decided to collapse, it would kill you. But yeah, it would not stay up if you dug a hole. Because the way we did it was like a square. We dug around in a square, like let's say a 10 by 10 block. We'd go the whole outer distance and then come back through and dig the bottom out. It's kind of no difference here. If there's a piece laying there in the ground, it should just fall, or laying in the sky. Nothing else connecting to it. I don't know, just my thought. It's kind of goofy to see. That was a game that was fun to play. If there was more interest in it, I would actually do it, but I had no traction when I played it. And this was a couple years ago, so it's probably worse now. Yeah, I think if I lined up 1 square to the right of the electrical there, maybe 2 squares, like right here, take this one out, and put a concrete row right across here, and dig down from there. I think that'd be perfect. But first thing, dig all this crap in the back first. So also, if you didn't follow the original series, the first one, if I do a bunch of digging off recording, and it puts me way higher than what my total was before I started digging, that just goes into the company fund. Like, I can show you real quick. View company. I have 1.6 million in there because I've dug stuff off camera, and I just don't feel like that should be put in for usage. It'd be like, you know, taking a loan out and no interest on it. basically. All because I spent, you know, an hour or so doing something off camera. But like I said, that's only if I go over what I started with. Like if I start with 2.5 and then I spend 300,000, it only brings me back up to 2.49 when I sell something. I'm not gonna delete that and put it into the company, because we're still at the same spot we were pretty much, just have a few more items. Yeah, let's get the other excavator. This is going too slow for me, my liking. Let's go ahead and bring this one back into inventory. And we're going to purchase, I don't know, this one or this one. This one's 6, I don't know, it's so big though. I don't want to be overwhelmed. Let's go with this one, since we're just going to be circling back this way anyway. Hopefully it's not turning around backwards. Yeah, look at that, climb up the ladder, getting this big old beast. According to everything I keep reading, if you leave the bucket right where it's at, it'll just be level. Like, that'd be a good time when you first put it down to set up a GPS if you're using one. So we have 1 million left, but this is going to go so much faster. We can reach up so much higher. And this isn't even the good one. I mean, the good one's even better. So keep that in mind. Look how much of that we got out of one scoop. And the thing hasn't even finished off the other scoop yet. Just went through. I'm being kind of slow too. I like it. Not as much as the big one, but like I said, this is such a small plant. We're not doing really a whole lot. And it just ran out as I got here, started getting ready to dump too. But as you can see, this one doesn't go as fast as like the big one from the last season. A little bit slower, but I mean, it still works, I guess. They're both good machines. Way better than the first one. You gotta be careful how to drive this one off the cliff though. Should I check to see how many gold bars we have yet? I think I'm gonna wait a minute. It doesn't take too long for this material to run through. We're not stockpiling it too much. I'd like to get a bunch of this out of here. Start going down. I mean, in fact, as high as this thing reaches, let's see, how high is it? Yeah, I could probably get like 4 square. Yeah, it's not quite tall enough to do what I want then. We should probably keep going down, or keep going back until we get to where we want to be. I'm doing alright keeping it flat. So as long as you set it up ahead of time, out on the ramp flat instead of on the actual material you're digging, it's fairly easy to do. Alright, let's see here. That was an autosave, so we're like coming up on 30 minutes then. Or we just passed it, because I have mine on 30-minute autosaves. We'll get a couple more scoops and then we'll see what the wash plant's done. I know we made a little money back from the dirt we're selling. You can see that going in right over there. Man, that was such a disaster. I had such a bad mistake. I haven't made that before, so I'll remember in the future to pay attention to what I'm doing. And the only reason it happened was because I didn't come through and put blocks in after the fact. I tried putting blocks in ahead of time, and then it just snapped wrong on me. Which was super weird because the material was going into the wash plant, but it wasn't going anywhere after that because they didn't have any power. So, anyway, we have a walkway through here we can get through. We'll go through and pick up the rubies and got 138 in that one. Then we got some diamonds, some more diamonds, more rubies. So we have a total of 550 rubies and 227 diamonds. Not too bad, not too bad. And then in here, I think everything's ran through already, yeah. And in here we have, oh wow, way better than I thought we were going to do. 2,357 gold bars. That's awesome. We got some rubies and diamonds we can put in there. A lot of steel. 1, 2.5 stacks, and then some silicone and aluminum and lithium. So I'm saving the steel, aluminum, lithium, silicone. Like this is all steel here, this row. And I'm also saving the coal. But we'll put the diamonds and the rubies through, and we'll sell off this other stuff here. So let's see, put this here, go to sell. I should keep this for right now, if you think. And alright, so 346,000 for the gold, dirt's $8, diamonds 51, and rubies 105,000. So we made $500,000 today. And we still have rubies and diamonds we can, let's see, these are the diamonds, we'll go click, and then I think it's this one, yeah, and then this will be rubies, and we'll go click, and they should both be about the same for fullness. So the reason why I'm saving all this stuff is because we need it to make parts. Some of them are going to be made in this thing, like electrical parts, which we need plastics and copper for. We have not got any copper because we haven't got into either a copper node or gravels to process into the froth floater. But we can make, again, we need plastics. We can do that with oil, but we have lithium for making the batteries. The ECU, we need aluminum. We don't have rubber yet. That is also done with the furnace, and I believe coal and something. Coal and oil? Coal and something, I don't remember what it was. I have to put one down. But we need a built hydraulic pump so we can make gears, and then the large drive axles to make those, so that if we do have something break down inside of here, because these are all parts that could break down. These ones are here. And so, you know, it'd be nice to be able to make those ourselves instead of having to go purchase them. So that's the idea of that. So thanks for stopping by. I'll work on this a little bit and try to get it going down at an angle, so that we have a proper slope kind of off camera. And if you guys liked it, click the like button please. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, tips, tricks, leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for stopping by.